Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Stephen Laggy Gamer, and today I'm back to finally do another discussion video. It's been a while. I actually have two discussion videos filmed, but I haven't put them up yet because I had to do a different kind of filming technique with them, and after rewatching them, I wasn't quite happy with them. One on Destiny and one on Shadows of Mordor. Gonna be redoing one with Destiny with a little bit of help, so it should be cool. But until then, we're gonna talk about this game that I just beat a couple days ago. Parasite Eve, the very first time I've ever played through this game. It's a game that I wanted to finish this year, especially during the Halloween October season. Even though you could probably say it's more of a Christmas game, but being it's a survival horror RPG, I wanted to dive into it and finally see what all the fuss was about with this game, because I hear nothing but great things about the Parasite Eve series, and it just comes highly recommended from a lot of people. Danny Devil May Pie, just many people really enjoy this game and series. So without further ado, let me share with you my experience with it. Pretty much what Parasite Eve is, we'll start off with the story without giving away too much. You follow this rookie cop, Aya, I want to say is her name, Aya. If I'm butchering the name, I'm sorry. But Aya, she is a rookie cop in New York City, and the game takes place starting off at this opera. You're going on this date. All seems well. The guy's kind of a jerk you're going with. You go on this date, and you go to this opera, and all of a sudden the lady comes up to start singing, and people just start bursting into flames all around you. Everyone just starts spontaneously combusting into flames, except you, except Aya. She is not turning into flames. So, of course, it appears that the root of all this is the person who's singing on the stage. So, Aya, being the cop that she is, goes to take charge and charges the stage to try to take down the singer. Turns out it's this person named Melissa, and she tells Aya her mitochondria isn't quite ready yet and just kind of scurries away. And that's kind of what the center of all this game is about, the mitochondria, how it's being experimented with and changing people, and how the ultimate goal of Melissa is to bring the ultimate being to the planet out of mitochondria. Of course, everything rooting from the mitochondria, just bad things are happening. Rats are turning into super rats with huge mouths and teeth, and I mean, everything just gets morphed into something even more horrible than it is and more dangerous. And it's even having effects on people, like people spontaneously combusting. Later on, there's people who are just turning to slime and goo. It's just, it reacts differently with different things, or I guess whatever Melissa wants it to react to is how it's reacting to some people. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. So you're trying to take down Melissa and the ultimate being, so to say. But yeah, so the story I thought was really cool, mixing with the mitochondria, the science, and everything. It was really neat just having something rather than, as we take a sip of drink, always having coughs while doing this. Oh, and if I didn't mention, hoping you're enjoying the background of what used to be our game room, but it's now the baby's room. The sweet baby girl. You can see the backdrop of the hand-stitched quilt that's like 50 years in my wife's family, so there you go, showing it off. But this room has the best lighting, so that's why I'm in here, so you guys can actually see my face. But anyways, back to Parasite Eve. Really enjoyed the story of it. It really kept me wrapped in and involved. The game wasn't too long either. It spans over 6 days, and I believe it took me just under 10 hours to beat the game. But the story was really cool with the characters that were in there. Aya, she's a neat hero of the game. Daniel, her partner, is just awesome. He's this big black burly cop, and he's just known for just coming into the scene out of nowhere and punching people in the face. And it's just awesome. It just provides for this moment of hilarity and all this crap of chasing down these demons and things, or not really demons, but the stuff that the mitochondria has affected. It's just funny to see Daniel come in and punch somebody in the face. It's awesome. But yeah, it was really cool having a fresh take on not just Walking Dead or zombies and stuff in a survival horror game. This was creatures and things that the mitochondria was actually having effects on, and that's what you were fighting. So it was pretty cool. It's not like the living dead coming out to rise, and that's what you're fighting. So it was cool to see a nice fresh take on a survival horror game rather than I'm used to. And where this game really shines for me is the combat. That's where this game is just so awesome. From the gameplay to the customization, which was a little annoying at first, but after playing it for a little bit, the customization and stuff is really cool in the game. How the game works is it's got these pre-rendered backdrops that are just beautiful. I love pre-rendered backdrops, and the PS1 era is just great at providing you with games that have that. Final Fantasy games, Parasite Eve, there are a multitude of them. And they just look great in this game. So you're wandering around these 3D environments, these pre-rendered backgrounds, and it's an action RPG. It's an RPG action based kind of. So you're exploring, and all of a sudden you'll get into a random battle, but you still have free movement, like in a Tales game. And I love the Tales series, so having that free movement is very welcome in it. And it's a gun. It uses gunplay in the game, so you actually have a weapon, whether it's a pistol, a shotgun, assault rifle, sniper rifle. So you're moving around, and once you have an action bar like an ATB gauge, think Grandia, you're waiting for your attack gauge to fill up to unleash an attack. Once that's available, you open up a grid sphere that lets you see how far out you can actually attack with your currently equipped weapon, and you just hit attack and go from there. And I really love that system because in most RPG systems, you're just in your static position, and when the enemy attacks, you're going to get hit no matter what. So it's either attack, defend, take the damage, heal later. But in this game, you can actually move around and dodge every attack in the game. You can go through the game without getting hit, and that's just amazing. Those are the RPGs you want. RPGs where you can actually defend yourself by moving. That's sweet. I mean, even in Tales, you can get hit by certain things and not be able to dodge it. So it's very welcome and fresh, even though the game's in 1997, I think this came out. Very fresh take on just being able to have that free range of motion and move around in battle. So that was really the highlight of it for me, just the battle system. And in the battles, you can... Aya is actually equipped with these Eve energies too, where she can actually heal herself. It's like, think of a mana bar. So you have this Eve, you can either heal yourself with it, scan your opponent, unleash other attacks on them, cast haste. All of these spells you're kind of used to in your RPG genres. And it just really worked well. And where another part where it shines that really opens the game up for customization is with the weapons. You can pick a variety. There's so many weapons in the game that you can pick to use to play through the game with. If you just want to go through with pistols, you can do that. Shotguns, you can do that. But you can customize these weapons. You can add effects to them. You can power them up with bonus points you get from completing battles. There's just so much customization provided, but it's simple. It took a while to adjust to it, and I would start to get confused. Should I hang on to a weapon and keep leveling it up? Should I move on to a different weapon that I just picked up because it might be stronger? And you start learning that the stats that you put into one gun, you can actually transfer over to another. Some abilities you can transfer between guns, so if you don't want... Say you have a pistol and you pick up a machine gun, but you don't really like the characteristics of the machine gun, but you see a really cool ability like a burst ability on it, you could take that ability off and put it on your pistol. So it's really cool the amount of customization you can do in this game, which offers a lot of replayability. Like, I really stuck to pistols on this playthrough, but I'd like to go through a playthrough with just nothing but shotguns. I think that would be awesome. And it does have a New Game Plus or EX mode that you can go through with the game. So the gameplay is just so much fun. I was so hooked on it. And being that it wasn't a long RPG, you're leveling up quickly. It was fairly easy. I really didn't have much of a challenge in the game, which I don't care. I mean, that's fine with me. I heard the extra tower at the end of the game, that is a challenge. One that I don't want to go through, though. But I heard to get to true ending, you have to actually play through that. Probably going to just look it up. But, man, I really had a good time with it. Like I said, I really wish they would develop games more around this kind of battle system. I really liked how you could run around and actually dodge the enemies and them still be there. And with an RPG mechanic. I love that idea for a game. I don't know why it hasn't been explored more. And if it has, please leave the ideas down at the bottom of games I could try. I know a Vagrant Story is one on the PS1 that kind of adopts the same system. Parasite Eve 2, I'm guessing, does that. But if there's anything else out there kind of remotely like it, I guess you can throw Valkyria Chronicles kind of in that sorta. But it's really something truly on its own. It's something so different and so great. I really wish Square or someone would be able to push this series even further. And like I said, bring it on the home consoles, even on the Vita, something like that. A new entry that's not really like Third Birthday, because I've played Third Birthday, and it plays nothing like this at all. So it really be great. What else am I missing on? The music was kind of hit and miss for me. They had some really tracks that were really cool in it, but then some others that weren't. But the ones that were there were pretty cool. It's not like a series I'd go out and want to buy the soundtrack something for or anything like that. I think the cutscenes and visuals, they did really have some nice, great pre-rendered cutscenes in it that were really neat. The actual character models are the one slight downside of the game. The character models weren't the best at all, but I mean, they're good enough. PS1, early PS1 era RPG was kind of nice just having 3D character models. So the pre-render backgrounds, like I said, beautiful. I love anything with pre-render backgrounds. Rooting from the Resident Evil series, where I first kind of got my first glance into that. So just awesome, awesome stuff. Really enjoyed the game again. I'm not sure what else I could say about it. I have the physical copy here that I picked up when I went and visited Dustin last year with the strategy guide. Got it all for a great price. But I actually played it on my PSP just so I could have it portable and sit down and play it. And it handled greatly on that. So just a fantastic, fantastic game. It's highly recommended. It's way up there on my list of all-time games now. If I sat and thought about it, not sure where it would be, but it's just an amazing game. I just really loved everything about it, especially the combat. So without constantly repeating myself, I think that's about it for this. So I wanted to make this quick video, put something out there. Stay tuned. Like I said, hopefully get my Destiny video out there, and hopefully some more stuff coming out soon. The busy months are kind of slowing down now. We only got a couple little football games I have to work overtime for left at the school. So after that, things will really start slowing down, and we can get back into things here. Get our AGP game nights going. Get some more podcasts coming out. Really start pumping out some more content. So just bear with me. Bear with the podcast. Bear with all of us. And yeah, I guess that's about it for now. So thanks for watching this. Hey, Parasite Eve. Night Gamer. Night out.